Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to create a class in Google Classroom, and we're also going to be looking at how to change your theme and how to make announcements. If it's the first time you're joining us, welcome to Teach Us and stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start this tutorial by signing into my Google Classroom account. If you missed that tutorial, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So I'm going to just search now for my Google Classroom icon. I'm going to click it, and that will take me inside of Google Classroom LMS. Now that I'm here, I'm going to click the plus icon, which will allow me to create my class. The option will be made available, and then I'm going to click Create Class. Now, we're not going to pay this notification any mind right now, just for now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click that I've read and understand the information there, and then I'm going to fill out these important fields so that I can create my classroom. So the first thing that you need to do is to give it a name. Give your classroom a name, and ensure that it's a name that your students can use to find you. So what some persons normally do is they will give their last name or include their name, the teacher's name, within the class name. For example, Mrs. Mark biology class. So it's easy for the students to identify you. You're going to give it a section, and you're going to state the subject. Now, at the bottom of this page is the room. Maybe you're not seeing it, so that is the option that's there. I'm also going to give it, I'm going to assign the room name. So just for this tutorial, it's going to be the same. Now that your class is created, this is what you should be seeing. Now pay attention to these important information there. The class code, very, very important, because that is what your students will need in order to sign up for your class. If you want to make it bigger, you can just click that little box there, and it will appear, and it will also give you the option to copy the link right here so that you can send it to your students. And that's just one of the options that you can use to send the students, whether it's the class code or the link, so that they can join your class. Another thing that we're going to be looking at is the class settings. Now, in the previous video or the previous tutorial that was done, I briefly looked at some settings that you have to change. But now that you actually have a class, you have to go back into those settings and then either enable or disable some of the settings there that are directly linked to the class that you would have just created now. And these are some of the options. If you want to make the class code available, as in when the students sign up, they'll be able to see it. Other things that you can modify would be whether or not the students can post, or they can only comment to posts that you would have made. So you have several options that you can play around with for your stream page. And the stream page is where you'll place your announcements or make your uploads, etc. As it relates to grade calculation, you have the option of also enabling those settings, how you'd like the grades to appear. Is it that you'd want the total points? So yeah, you have some things that you can play around with, or you just want to give no overall grade. Those options are there, so it's based on what the teacher wants. Play around with. Once you have decided on the settings that you want, you just go to the top of the page and click that blue button there that says Save. Very important. So, when you want to give your students classwork, you go to the Classwork tab. Now, what this allows you to do is to create assignments and questions, and you can also organize your classwork via topics or modules. Another important tab is the People's tab. This is where your students, once it is that you invite them, the listing will be there. For now, we don't have any students, so we can also go here and send invites to the students, whether it is you're using a link or you're using a class code, and you have the option of typing in the student's name or email and then send them that link. All right, so if we want to customize our subject banner, we can select the theme, the pre-made theme that would have been a part of Google Classroom, and you can choose theme by subjects. So you just select the subject that it is that you want to select a theme for, and then you press select and it will upload that theme. If it is you're not pleased with that theme and you want something a little bit more visually appealing, you can upload your banner. So you just click upload and then select from your device the appropriate image that you'd like to display. Ensure that it is 800 by 200 pixels for the best possible fit. Select upload and then the picture will come up or the banner will be uploaded. Next, we're going to look at how to make posts on the stream page. So you are going to come here, communicate with your class. You're going to click it, and it will allow you to share information with your class, whether it is you're sharing information via text, or if you want to make an upload, you can also do that. The beautiful thing is you can also incorporate emojis within your text to give it a more, to make the message a little bit more, appealing. So if you should scroll down a bit, you'll see the Add tab. You can just click it and it will give you the options, several options that you can use. So I'm going to show you how to use our YouTube link. So this will bring it to the YouTube search bar, and you can type in whatever it is you'd like, whatever video you'd like to find. You just type in the topic there, and the videos will populate, and you can select or choose from that listing. I am looking for a welcome message, so I'm just going to type that in the search bar. Alright, so I'm going to search for the video that I like, and once I have found that, then I'm going to click it and then press add, and add is at the bottom of the page in blue. So once we scroll through and we have found the most appropriate video for whatever it is we want to post, we're going to click it and then click add. The next step is to wait until it has been uploaded and then select post. As you can see on the screen, the message is there to say post created, so we know that it went through, and that is what it looks like there. You're going to go back to communicate with your students. I'm going to show you how to upload a digital poster. Of course, you'd have already made your poster and save it on your device. So I want to share a COVID poster, a COVID tip poster with my students. So I'm going to type that in. I'm going to give it a title right there and just type it in because it will appear above the poster. Then I'm going to click File. Once I do that, you're going to see this page. In my file, I'm going to check in recent because I would have uploaded that poster to another class on another LMS, so it would appear here, so I don't have to necessarily search through my device. But for you, if you're not seeing that, then you can just go ahead and search through until you find the one that you want. I'm going to click it or tap on it and then click post in blue beside cancel. So it is going to be uploaded, and you can see the confirmation message that says post created, and there it is. With Google Classroom on the stream page, the last post that you would have made would appear first. So that's something that you need to remember. And I'm just going to click on the post so that you can see what it looks like. Another thing that you can do on the stream page is to share reminders with your students. So you're going to go up to share with your students, click it, and then you can share a reminder with the students. So you can use the same avenues as was before. You can use text, and for this reminder, I'm just using text. But for you, if you'd like to use a video, or whether it's a video that you would have already made on your device and then upload it, or if you want to use a link, or if it's a PDF document, whatever you're liking, a voice note, a voice recording, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm sharing a reminder in the form of a text, and I'm reminding my students to log in at 8:30 tomorrow. And so that is how I would have gone about doing that, and then I'm going to click post. So they will see that. The first thing when they log in, they will see that. Now I have the option of moving it. Say I don't want it at the top, I can move it. If I want to edit something, say I forgot something there, or there's something that's misspelled, or I want to edit or adjust it, I can go ahead and do that. So we have learned a lot today on Google Classroom. We have learned how to create a class. We have learned how to personalize our banners. And we have also learned how to make uploads on the stream page.